I realized I hadn't done this one. I thought I did.
They've played fast and loose with Batman, cut Superman down to size, and sent Wonder Woman to the cameo zone. Now, DC is shrugging a made-for-Max film into theaters while their universe burns as their newest hero shows up to a party after the host shat on the couch and sent everyone home. Bienvenido a la fiesta. Blue Beetle.
I mean, that's literally what it is for this character
who
right
is
now.
definitely still canonical, even though this movie isn't. As you welcome the most beloved Latino hero of all time to your screen, George Lopez.
The new Tamagotchi.
He's Rudy, the only conspiracy-minded uncle to somehow dodge QAnon. So if you made him the Blue Beetle, this would be 10 times more interesting.
That man's a fascist.
But instead, we'll settle for Cobra Kai's Zolo Maraduena. He's at the magical time in a new star's life between their first starring role and their first set of veneers. And he takes on the part of Jaime Reyes, a good kid from the wrong side of GTA Vice City.
Does anybody in this town know how to drive?
Oh my god, oh my god.
Everything will change when he contracts a mean case of superhero origin story. Symptoms of which may include itching.
So itchy. Sting.
Burning.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I'm on fire!
And weird boners.
Hey guys, I have something to throw.
Nothing happened.
Her mom died.
A surge of blood rushing towards your mid-region.
Because his body's been hijacked by the Blue Beetle, an alien suit that's just as deadly and effective as a fighter jet controlled by your Alexa.
Engaging threat.
Engage now! Gachi, do something!
Testing acceleration systems.
Too fast, too fast!
Host overreacting.
You kidnapped me! Alright, Gachi, activate!
Rebooting.
Rebooting? Are you kidding me?
Together, they could search for where the Blue Beetle came from, why it's on Earth, and why it chose Jaime as its host. Or they could just not do that. You don't actually care about Blue Beetle, do you? They don't.
What the hell is Blue Beetle?
Like Superman at Metropolis or the Flash in Central City, but just not as good.
It's kind of a letdown.
If you need an actress to fall in love with a guy pretending he's in terrible pain, you call Neymar's ex.
What?
Bruna Marquezine is Jenny Cord. She's a billionaire Nepo baby on the board of her daddy's CGI army factory. But if she were running things, they'd be a charity. Honest.
They don't want to do any of that.
It's not about taking from the community, but giving back to the community.
Watch her play Hide the Big Blue Beetle box from Susan Sarandon's Victoria. A supervillain who's contractually obligated to do at least one racism per scene.
At least.
Says hello.
Actually, that's not my name.
Have a cigar. They're made by real Cubans. Andale.
And who got her degree from the same grad school as Dr. Evil.
Don't get in my way, Jennifer. Target the family.
They could kill him.
Oh, bummer. We can learn a lot more if we take it off his corpse.
She's so evil, the only explanation that makes sense is if a bunch of Dalmatians drop-kicked her mom off a cliff as a kid.
Drop-kicked her.
Have you seen Spider-Man, Iron Man, Venom, Ant-Man, or Shazam? Then you get it. It's one of those. Take your pick.
Take your pick. Miss
What's
Marvel.
different is its celebration of all things Mexican-American. From on-the-nose references like tacos and the Virgin Mary, to more deep cuts like Chespirito, or having at least one emo relative that pulls off the rare feat of making you care more for the unpowered background characters than for the hero, villain, action, or backstory. Look, it's not a bad film, but we just watched 30 superhero origins in the last 10 years. You're gonna have to drop more than bug farts on us to break out. So strap in for a zany, fun superhero adventure that's maybe the 1,000th movie to end up with two guys in identical super suits fighting, but still makes the most out of a solid cast.
I deserve a luxury dump right now, all right?
A great score, and a promising young director. And who knows, if enough people watch it on streaming, maybe it will get a sequel after all.
Tell her that her dad is alive. Ted Cord is alive.
See? Ted Cord's alive! Ted Cord. He was the original Blue Beetle. Well, kinda. He's the one that found the Scarab, but it was actually a professor named Dan Garrett who the suit chose. Hey, where are you going? Sorry.
No one cares,
Jaime,
really.
I'd be your Iron Man. Jenny.
Okay.
Things
Jenny.
you'd never expect to
I
hear
have that phone.
five-time Oscar nominee Susan Sarandon say out loud.
Without the Scarab, we can't complete the OMAC. Carapax, ready to claw. The Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
Show me the Carapax.
Sure.
Simba, you have forgotten. Miss Larval.
Okay.
Grey Guevara. What we do in the lab coats. And Uncle Trucker. A bug strife.
Why do you say it like that? A bug
So
strife.
Blue Beetle's one of those heroes who won't kill.
No killing!
But
You
his
should really tell that to the
family
rest of his
really will.
family.
Thank you.
I can't miss!
They're killing
Hey,
everyone.
look, Mom. I got the Honest
Sheesh.
Trailers guy to read my sentence. I will say anything for love, but I won't say that.
Okay.
How many zombies could Rob Zombie rob if Rob Zombie could rob zombies? Sometimes I have trouble controlling the volume of my voice.
All right, about to get in the pitch meeting, but I watched this on HBO Max. I did not go see this in theaters. Some of you did. Some of you said it was good. And it is a fun movie. It's just not needed. It feels like so many other movies that we've already seen. Namely, Blue Beetle felt like I was watching Miss Marvel, Black Panther, and Iron Man at the same time. Like literally had them all on at the same time. That's what it felt like. And so I didn't appreciate that because it's just a normal origin story we've all seen before. And there were some aspects missing. Like I wish there was more on the relationship between Jaime and the Blue Beetle, like AI. Like you don't really have that. It's there. She talks to him, but there's not really a relationship there. So I don't know, I was looking for more in terms of how he deals with this newfound power, and they don't really explore that as much, which was a little bit odd, but it's, it is what it is. It does move briskly for the most part. It's a little bit longer than it needed to be, but I wish there was also more from the villain, Carapax. They go into a little bit of his backstory towards the end of the movie, but I wish there was a movie on that. It's another scenario of having the movie focus on the wrong character. I felt like if they did this movie based on Carapax, that would have been great. And then maybe do Blue Beetle later. But I don't know, there's a different way they could have gone at it. I just feel like they should have put more emphasis on Carapax's character and kind of what he was struggling with. That would have been great. That would have made this movie 10 times better to me. But that's just me. But let's check out the pitch meeting. Let's see what producer guy and writer guy have for us on this one, and we'll go from there.
So, you have a
You've
new
already
movie
seen this.
for
It's
me.
been out.
Yes, sir, I do. See, I was thinking what DC really needs is a movie about a young guy who gets chosen by a super powerful being to have superpowers, and there's a big focus on family. Shazam. Yeah, we just did that twice. Oh, this would be a
Shazam.
different family, and they're Mexican. Oh, okay, that's probably different enough that it won't be affected by this whole superhero fatigue everybody's talking about. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that superhero fatigue is a myth. You're telling me people could get tired of seeing energy beams? Oh, like, I don't know, what if there's more to movie making than wisecracking characters shooting energy beams? You sound crazy. That did sound crazy. I don't know what the heck I was
Why did
talking
I
about
say
just
that?
there. So anyway, the main character, Jaime, is coming back from college and he needs a job fast. Why doesn't he just ask his father for $1 million? Well, see, that's the thing. His parents don't have any money either. Also, some people need to work for stuff. Oh, okay, this is like a fictional thing. No, actually, this is real life. They're living in poverty.
Fictional.
I've never heard that word, and let me tell you, I don't like it. Right, you might want to leave your rich person bubble from time to time. You mean like to Ibiza? Never mind. So this guy gets a job cleaning this rich lady, Victoria Cord's house. But this lady is the bad guy of the movie. She's super evil. Oh, she is, huh? What's her deal? Oh, let me tell you something about how evil this lady is. She's so evil. That works, great. And so she wants to use this blue Scarab technology to build an army of super soldiers. I feel like I've seen this before. Oh, you absolutely have, sir. And that's a feeling you're going to get in most scenes in this film. Oh, well, that's kind of comforting. It is, isn't it? Nice and cozy. So Victoria's niece, Jenny, finds out about the evil plan and decides to try and stop it. What does she do? She freaking sneaks into this secret lab in the Cord building by stealing a scientist's key card, and she takes the Blue Beetle and puts it inside a Big Belly Burger fast food box. What? Was that you on the box? What are you talking about? The Big Belly Burger box. Was that you on the packaging? What are you doing on the packaging? I didn't show you anything.
Was that
Are you saying that when I said Big Belly Burger, the image that popped into your head for the logo was me? Oh, yeah, I guess that must be what happened. What the hell, man? I'm sorry, I feel like you'd be a good logo for the Big Belly
my
Burger.
God.
Like the exact same weight. Nah, you've got 20 pounds on me at least. Hey.
At least.
That's pretty hurtful. Anyway, so what else happens? Well, okay, so So then scientist guy goes back into his lab and he's like, oh no, the Blue Beetle is gone. Let's lock down the building. How'd he get back inside the lab if she had his key card? Hey, shut up. And so Jenny gives this fast food box to Jaime, who was in the building, because she said she could get him a job. So the Scarab's gonna turn him into Blue Beetle? It is. It's gonna go in his butt. Super butt bugs are tight. And choose him as a host and make him into a superhero. So why did this thing choose him as a host? Because. Great. So what can he do now? Well, he can fly and he's bulletproof, and most importantly, the suit can create anything he can imagine. What kind of like crazy stuff is he gonna imagine? Almost. Literally just blades and various energy blasters. Yeah, okay. So anyway, now to try to get this Blue Beetle thing out of him, they need this smartwatch that's inside the Cord building, so they gotta break in. Well, that's gonna be hard to do. I mean, they must be on super high alert. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Very, really? Very yeah, it turns out his Uncle Rudy had already built the exact kind of machine they need to break past security, so they just use that. Well, fantastic. But then Victoria's henchman Carapax gets into a fight with Blue Beetle, and he's got a freaking super suit as well. And the Blue Beetle super suit wants to kill this guy, but Jaime's like, no, we're not killers. Oh, very good. Noble moral code or whatever. Yeah, but then later the bad guys attack the whole family and his father's gonna die. So that's why he can't give his son $1 million. Now I'm getting it. No, you're not. This is just a very sad moment. And then Jaime's gonna get kidnapped because Victoria wants to steal the Blue Beetle technology. Oh no. And so the rest of the family's gonna have to band together to go rescue him. How are they gonna do that? Well, turns out Jenny's father used to be Blue Beetle, so they used some of his old tech to murder a bunch of henchmen. Oh my god, yeah, it's a freaking slaughter, sir. They shoot people and impale them and stomp them. What about that moral code thing? Oh, that doesn't apply to them. They seem to have a wonderful time taking lives. Well, good for them, I guess. Good to have a good time. And so Carapax is going to end up also getting Blue Beetle powers, so then there's going to be a big final fight. Yeah, so we're going to do this really neat thing where the good guy's fighting the bad guy, and the bad guy has similar powers, but he's a different color, and so there's like a CGI fight that happens. Oh, I feel so freaking cozy right now. Me too, sir. And so then Carapax is going to realize that Victoria's not a nice lady, so he's going to drag her into some fire to be burned alive. Oh, my God. And so then everybody's happy, and Jenny becomes the head of the Cord company, and now they're only going to do nice stuff. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. So what do you think? Oh, I mean, it's a superhero movie with an ever so slight twist. How can anyone resist? Okay, great. So you're really not worried about superhero fatigue then? You know what? Superhero fatigue, schmooper hero fatigue. What?
Worst opening. Again, the movie is it's okay. It's fun. I don't know if I would like watch it all the time, but me and my boys watched it and it was, we had a good time. There's a couple moments where it's boring, but it feels again like very much Black Panther. There's a full scene in there that I was like, this is Black Panther. Then the whole family dynamic is Miss Marvel to a T. And then Iron Man with the whole suit situation. So it's like it's just a lot of things you've seen before. I would say Shazam to a degree, but that family dynamic I never really like connected with really like at all. It just didn't really mesh all that well. Not to say I don't think it's because all the kids are adopted and it's just a blended family. That's cool, but I just don't like those movies. That's really what it is. So it felt better in this one, but it felt much more akin to Miss Marvel. That's kind of where I put it. So especially because of, you've got the Mexican or Hispanic culture and you're kind of celebrating that a little bit. Like that was cool. That was dope. But overall it's forgettable because it really doesn't matter to the grand scheme of the DCU or what's going to be the DCU, which will start up next year with Creature Commandos, the cartoon, and then Superman Legacy in 2025. So it's all starting over. We're getting some new stuff. I think Jolo Marjuena, I think he'll still be Blue Beetle based on what James Gunn was saying, but we'll see if that actually pans out. I feel like there might be like a scheduling issue that comes up and he can't play the character anymore, but we'll see. He was good in the role. I'll give him that. But the Cobra Kai fans, you guys did not show up for this movie. That's for sure. They thought you would, and you did not. I hate that show, by the way. But this was good. This was still really good. The pitch meeting was way better than the honest trailer for me. So that's just what that was. But I enjoyed it still. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. If you had a good laugh, let me know in the comments below. What was your favorite moment from this pitch meeting and honest trailer? I always look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. So as always, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Check out the other videos I got here for you guys. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.